from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there for the Bills.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 46.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, And by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They go play action with Roethlisberger. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff. This is Taylor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Just like that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Allen to throw once more. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21, Bills 14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 78 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Blankenship out for the point after. it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next to score, Colts 28, Bills 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45.
On play action, Allen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing now is Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here, as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for Indy. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Dorsett making the catch. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Charles, you talk about this defense. They're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. Airing one out for Crowder, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Taylor. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 31-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Roethlisberger to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're